Although everything Shericka Jackson does may seem insane and out of this world, she is capable of being more and doing more. With her, you never know what to expect. Well, except greatness, of course. This time, the Jamaican track star did something very astonishing. It almost borders on insane. It is neither a secret nor a surprise that this season, like many others, saw Shericka shine on the track. She lost some races but owned several others. In fact, in August, Shericka Jackson retained her women's 200-meter title in style at the World Championships in Budapest. She was the picture of relaxation as she was introduced last and made her entrance to the track. She had what seemed like a relaxed stroll from the bend to the starting blocks, making her rivals wait before the on-track introductions. When the race started, it wasn't at all surprising when she got ahead at the bend and eased clear as the field entered the home straight, clocking 21.41 to break her own championship record from 12 months ago. The result was reminiscent of last year when the entire world watching the 200-meter race took a collective gasp as Shericka Jackson finally won her first individual global title in Oregon with her scorching 21.45. Shericka, who had made the third step of the World Championships 400-meter podium in Doha in 2019, had rocketed her way to the number 2 spot on the world all-time 200-meter list, behind the late Florence Griffith Joyner's long-deemed untouchable 21.34 from the Seoul 1988 Olympic Games. On that note, Shericka almost broke the said long-standing 200-meter record at the recently concluded Brussels Diamond League 2023. However, note that the operative term is almost. It was close, but not close enough. Still, Jackson was in a class of her own again as she ran the 4th fastest time in history and a Diamond League record. Jackson clocked a striking 21.48 seconds at the 200-meter race at the Belgian capital. At a packed King Baudouin Stadium, it was Jackson against the clock, and she led the race from start to finish. Jackson's time of 21.48 timing helped her achieve a new milestone. Her timing became the new Diamond League record and the 4th fastest time ever recorded. This means that she now has 4 of the 6 best times in history. And although she tried to surpass legendary runner Florence Griffith Joyner's unbeatable timing of 21.34 seconds, she unfortunately missed it by 0.14 seconds. Still, it is worth noting that Jackson faced tough competition, going up against the likes of American Jenna Prandini and Bahamian Anthonique Strachan, but she eventually succeeded in outrunning everyone else, earning a Diamond League and meeting record with her time of 21.48 seconds. Jackson flew past the likes of Strachan and Prandini.
Jackson against the clock, let's keep an eye on it. Lights out, arms pumping, the knees are high. Can she get there on the line?
It felt really good tonight. I definitely feel like I'm getting there, closer to that record, Jackson said. As you all know, this year's accolades are just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. Through the years, Shericka has set record after record and received awards after awards. In fact, this year alone, Shericka Jackson was nominated for Women's World Athlete of the Year, was shortlisted for the Fair Play Award at the 2023 World Athletics Championships, and was among the 3 candidates to be conferred with an honorary degree from UTech. Isn't that absolutely insane? To simply be nominated is already a big thing. Much more so if she ended up bagging one or all the awards and/or distinctions. 2 months after the Worlds, it was announced that Jamaica's Shericka Jackson has been listed as one of 11 nominees for the 2023 Women's World Athlete of the Year award. The 2-time World Championships 200-meter champion was chosen for her stunning performances at this year's Diamond League and World Athletics Championship. The second week of October marked the opening of the voting process for the 2023 World Athletes of the Year. A 3-way voting process will determine the finalist. First, the World Athletics Council and the World Athletics family will cast their votes by email, while fans can vote online via the World Athletics social media platforms such as Facebook, X, Instagram, and YouTube. The World Athletics Council's vote will count for 50% of the result, while the World Athletics family's votes and public votes will each count for 25% of the final result. By mid-November, 5 women and 5 men finalists will be announced by World Athletics. The winners will be revealed on World Athletics social media platforms on December 11th, so make sure to stay tuned for that. As for the Fair Play Award, Shericka has been shortlisted for the International Fair Play Award along with American sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson. The moment caught on camera took place when Jackson, who won the women's 200-meter final in a national and championship record 21.41 seconds, was spontaneously embraced by Richardson, who was third in a personal best of 21.92 seconds. Notably, this wasn't the first time the strong rivals on track were seen supporting each other. Early this year, a viral video made rounds on the web as fans captured Richardson and Jackson smiling at each other before going in for a hug. They laughed while the Jamaican patted the American on her head before walking away. Now, about the honorary degree from UTEC, Jamaican Olympian Shericka Jackson is one of 3 persons who will be conferred with an honorary degree from the University of Technology, Jamaica later this month. Jackson will be conferred with the Doctor of Laws honoris causa at the university's graduation ceremony in a few weeks in recognition of her phenomenal achievements in sprinting and her contribution to nation building, UTEC said. The fact is undeniably true. As one of Jamaica's most acclaimed sprinters, Jackson, who competes in the 100, 200, and 400 meters in 2022, became the fastest woman alive and the second fastest woman of all time in the 200 meters. In addition to that, Jackson set a national record in the 200 meters with 21.41 just a month before at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest. With that time, she narrowly missed the world record of 21.34 set by American Florence Griffith Joyner. Before that, she set a personal best and new world-leading time in the 100 meters with 10.65 at the National Stadium in Kingston in July. Needless to say, Shericka Jackson has been a great asset to her country and one of the most talented sprinters of her generation. So many ways, but I keep God in the center of it all. Pray a lot, ball a lot. I also go to therapy, so that helps me a lot. I document how I feel most days, so when I'm under a little stress, I know what to do. Plus, my friends are my free therapy. Shericka Jackson said when a fan asked through an Instagram story how she manages stress. Like most people, she, too, experiences stress. In fact, even more so than us. With all the pressure and drive to become better at her craft, her stress level is probably through the roof. That said, it's a great thing that she's knowledgeable of how she should handle such matters. If not, she wouldn't have had a clear goal in everything she does. One of which is her plan to return to the 400 meter in 2024. Whatever distance she'll compete in next year remains to be seen, but what we can be sure of is that it will be a spectacular race like always. Speaking of spectacular performances, watch Noah Lyles own the track.